Hey everyone, welcome to Moody Monica Mondays, brought to you on, a Thursday. I am so happy to be back in front of you guys today. I am back after, I think, a 2-month hiatus. I'm coming down a bit from the birthday high, so bear with me here. But I wanted to jump on and I wanted to share something exciting. I am going to be going forward with this channel in a bit of a different direction. So when I first started this channel, I wasn't really sure where I was going with it. I wanted just to kind of put feelers out there, and I am so grateful for the people who continuously watch my videos and always gave me some awesome feedback. And what I want to start doing now is heading into a volume 2. So my first volume, I'm going to call all the videos up until this point, which was just kind of, like I said, testing the waters, trying to understand myself and what my viewers were kind of responding to, I guess I should say. But honestly, I was so scared. Every single time I tried to film a video, I was trying to be authentic, but I was so riddled with anxiety every single time I would try to film a video that I just would lose track of myself. And you know what? I just want to be able to do this in a way that is really unapologetic, like I was going for. And I want to be able to be more me and be able to show more of my personality and be able to do less of the cut and paste and all of that, and just kind of take you on a journey that is more towards what my understanding is of mental health. And I want to be able to talk about things that I love and that I want to talk about, but I want to be able to do it safely, and I want to be able to do it in a place that I'm not overstepping my boundaries. So that being said, I want to be able to go back and forth. If there's something that I talk about that someone disagrees with or feels differently about, please talk to me, because I want to be able to learn and I want to be able to talk about this openly without it being, like I said, overstepping. But also, eventually, I do want to be able to incorporate Zoom calls and be able to talk to people about their own experiences with mental health, and just be able to open up the platform more to more discussions, because you know what, I felt really silly being the only one who's being watched, or having a discussion and I'm just talking to myself to a computer. I want to be able to talk to you, and I want to be able to have open, honest discussions. And as well, I just want to be able to take the next few minutes to as well talk about what was going on in my life in the last few months and kind of what's brought me back to me. I feel like me again. I feel like I'm learning a lot more about myself. I feel like I'm becoming the person I want to become, and it's an exciting time. So I really would love to be able to share that with you. But before I get to that as well, I also want to talk about something else that I want to try to be doing with this platform. And I was putting a lot of pressure on myself by sitting here and talking every single Monday and trying to put all those things together, and really just falling short because I was never prepared. I never felt fully prepared for what I wanted to talk about. So I am going to let a little bit more loose. So I'm not going to be posting videos every Monday. I might just post something like an informational quote or statistic or a picture of just something that brought me joy, and I hope that it would bring you joy as well. And just, I don't know, I just want to make it more fun and just a lot less structured like I was going for before, because to be honest, my entire life is structured. Every moment from I wake up to I go to bed, I have to plan quite a bit of my time throughout the day because I lose myself. I get lost in my dissociation, and I get lost with being able to stay present in the moments. And the only way I can stay present and continue to be able to move forward without getting lost in a spiral is to structure my time and make sure that I know what I'm doing kind of quarter by quarter of the day. But that being said, I was bringing too much into into these videos, and I don't want to do that because not everyone lives their life like I do to be able to deal with my own depression. So that being said, I want to be able to incorporate all types of learning, all types of communication, and all types of just love, because I know there's so many things that everybody is going through right now, and oh, fuck, I don't know if things are getting better or worse, but I just hope that things are moving forward. And I just hope that with this new direction that I'm hoping to take, I can reach more people and just be able to be, one, more open, but two, just have more interaction and just be able to grow from there. But otherwise, I'm just going to cut myself short before I ramble for too long and just kind of go into what's been going on for the last couple months since I've been away. But otherwise, thank you so much for being here, and I'm just happy to be back. All right. You know what's really funny? I was just looking at some of my old videos, and I just feel the sadness coming off of me. Like, I hate when you look back on a time that you thought you were doing okay, or you were doing, well, obviously better than you were at one point in time, but like, now knowing at what point you're at right now, looking back at that time that you thought you were okay or you were doing like the best you possibly could, it's funny because I can look at myself and I can see that that's a different person, because it's taken me a long time to understand who I am and what I like and all of those things, and like what I want to go for with my looks and everything like that, because I remember always just being very suppressed on every single aspect of what I wanted to look like or what I wanted to like or what I wanted to do, just all of those things or interests or hobbies. I always felt were really intersected by either the relationship I was in or the group of people I would hang around with, or just, family life. I mean, I had to fight with my mom to this day about my tattoos. It's something that I love and something I'm going to continue to get, but it's one of those things where it took me a really long time to be able to be like, fuck you, I'm getting tattoos because I like tattoos. Like, it's very much been a process of becoming the person I'm becoming right now. But anyway, it's just interesting to look back on those videos because I can tell where I was at mentally and emotionally. I had started my new PSW position and was completely blindsided, to be honest, about the work that it was going to take on my mental health. So, I mean, obviously during a pandemic when people are literally locked away from their families and they are alone and they don't understand and it's difficult. It's put me through a very trying time emotionally in two aspects. So the first aspect was learning how to separate me from my clients. So I have 16 clients that are aged in between 72 and 99 years old, and they are all have a variety of things going on. So for example, I have ones that have severely suffered from dementia for a very, very long time, and some whose bodies have just failed them over the years and now just need a little bit more support in their daily living. But these are all people who are transitioning from a retirement care setting or a retirement home setting into a nursing care setting. So there are people who are staying with me, and until that they are, have a home to go to permanently. They just need a place to live right now and be taken care of. And that being said, it's been very trying because as an extremely empathetic person, I feel a lot of things that maybe some other people might not necessarily feel or be necessarily in tune with, or just don't share that same kind of way of life. And I had a very hard time separating my feelings and my clients' feelings. I would come home and I would cry and feel for these people, and I would be stuck at home thinking about how they're doing, or thinking about the sad thing they told me about earlier in their life, or thinking about how my coworker is just not providing the same kind of care as I provide, and it frustrates me. And I just was bringing so much home with me, and I was just, every day I could feel that anger just building up, and just to a point where it was unreasonable to carry with me, and it was unnecessary for me to have on my shoulders, because I was taking in a lot of more or less problems that weren't my own. And as someone who struggles daily, every single day, I have to wake up and decide it's going to be a good day, because depression isn't a season, it's a daily occurrence, it is a daily struggle. And you have to wake up. It is your responsibility to wake up and try, at least, because that inner voice doesn't go away. It is there constantly. And I have had to find a way to become acquaintances, because we can't be friends and it won't go away, but I have to let it live there, and I have to let it be there. But it's me who decides whether or not that it takes over that day. But anyway, continuing, that I would bring all these feelings in and welcome all of them in, because I felt so strongly for these people, and I didn't understand that I had to protect myself, not only physically in a PSW job, but mentally and emotionally, because I, of course, would receive praise on some days, but there are some clients who are so angry that they have to be taken care of by someone else. Not specifically me, but just the fact that their family won't take care of them, that they can't take care of themselves. They are just angry. And I've been called a lot of different names, and I have been lashed out at in many different ways as well. And I've had to learn how to take being yelled at, for example. That's not something I ever was able to take. Anytime someone raised their voice to me, I would bawl. But, now I've been able to, build those calluses I needed on my mind and on my heart, because it's been a very trying time in adjusting to this career, and being able to be open about it, I think, is important, because a lot of new nursing and a lot of new PSWs are getting thrusted into the system right now, and we had no preparation for this pandemic, and I know a lot of people are struggling, but I'm just saying that I really hope anyone who is in that healthcare or is in the healthcare system right now is really taking the time to pay attention to the way they feel, because it creeps up on you, and then one day you explode and you have no idea why, and you suffer this second bout of depression that was unexpected. And it took time to be able to understand how I'm supposed to take care of, 16 people with a median age of 85, a minimum of 40 hours a week, and then be able to come home and take care of myself and remember to be able to still provide that love and care for myself and my loved ones, including my family members and my friends, rather than just emptying myself at work to the people that, sometimes they don't appreciate it at all. And so that one aspect has been a very, very interesting and a very trying time, but I'm finally feeling the support I need from just multiple different areas in my life right now, and I am feeling like I have been able to take a good understanding of what I've been experiencing at work and be able to now bring it to a level that I'm able to live with and be able to every single day go to work with a new mindset of being able to just do what I can do, and that is the best that I can provide, because there's no point in beating yourself up with not getting to the things that you didn't get to. Focus on the things you got to, because that is the only way that you'll be able to fall asleep at night. And I am so thankful for my position, and I am so thankful of the people that I take care of, and I am so thankful for this shift in mindset to be able to do what I do. But otherwise, and then the second aspect I'll get into in just one. So I apologize in advance if I get emotional talking about the second aspect, but the other thing that was really difficult with starting this position was missing my grandparents. It's been interesting taking care of 16 grandparents that aren't yours. 16 grandparents who barely receive calls on a daily basis from their grandchildren. 16 people who miss their kids and talk about their kids a lot. And it's been difficult because I can't see my grandparents because they live in a different continent. I take care of some people's grandparents that I know, and I know you guys don't have anything better to do. Call your fucking grandparents. I am just wanting to say that because, especially with the beginning of this pandemic, there's two different groups of people we were protecting, and that was healthcare heroes, and that was the older population, the elderly, because when COVID first came, it hurt them the most. That's what we all were led to believe, was that COVID was attacking the elderly and we needed to protect the elderly. And I know a million things have happened since then. I know a million things have changed, and there's a million different type of people that are being affected now. But just bringing it back to the beginning of 2020 when all this exploded, we were all worried about healthcare and the elderly, and they got forgotten about. Like, there's so many problems in this world. I get it. But man, there's these people that are by themselves, they are locked away, they are potentially only lashing out at me because they want to be able to talk to their grandchildren. And I've had that conversation with someone, and thankfully what I want to be able to do with my life in the future, in my career choice and what I'm going for school for right now, I want to be able to have those open discussions with people who, just lashed out at me, and be able to talk to them about why it happened, and be able to figure out an understanding and hopefully make it better for both the person who was involved in the lashing out and the person who got the effect of it afterwards. So yeah, I'm getting a bunch of calls. 1 second. Note to self, keep phone on silent. But anyway, what I was talking about, now that I have digressed, I know everybody's busy. I know not everybody can call people every single day. I know. I mean, I can barely keep up with my best friends on a weekly basis. Like, I understand that it's hard, but what I'm saying is just to try, because what I was saying is that we went from caring about the elderly so much and trying to protect them so badly to abandoning them, and they are very, 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 very lonely, and there is a very scary heightened amount of depression in the elderly population right now. And I'm just saying, I know everybody's really worried about themselves right now, but please, if you have time, take a moment and think about your grandparents and think about your family, past the point of just those that you live with sometimes, because I have been having a lot of nostalgia, when it comes to Poland and my family in Poland. The last 2 months, for some reason, I've just been getting a lot of memories and a lot of feelings and a lot of just kind of like deja vu moments of just something that I've felt, done, seen in Poland with my family, and it's just been a very trying time not being able to go see them and be with them and sit with them and just be able to be with the people who really raised me from a young age, because I was born here in Canada, but I spent quite a bit of my majority of childhood in Poland, and it's just hard because there's only so much you can do with being able to Zoom and all of the Skype and whatever, but I just can't wait for a day where we can all just hopefully be able to hug our grandparents again. So anyway, that has been a second thing that's been very difficult to be able to process and get through, and has been something that's been weighing a lot on me over the last couple of months, but have finally found a healthy way in order to be able to have that work-life balance, be able to take care of myself, and be able to be the person that I know I am and the person that I want to be, as well as just become what I need to be. And I am so excited for this journey, and I just really hope that we are able to be here together and be able to do it, because other than, those really shitty things that has been happening with work the last couple months and things that are now starting to lighten up, I've really been able to learn about the things that I love, which is, going hiking and going biking and being outdoors and being able to journal and be able to spend time with my friends and family and with John and with Maverick and other animals. And it's just been a really good time, and especially after this past weekend with all the love I had received on my birthday, and just being able to remember that there's a reason that we are all here, and there is a reason why I'm still here. And I really hope to be able to have you along for that journey to really find out that main reason. And but yeah, otherwise, I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their week and is safe this weekend, because I was not safe last weekend and got absolutely burnt, and it's supposed to be sunny and 30 degrees, so please wear sunscreen and don't be an idiot like I was. So otherwise, I will see you guys whenever I see ya, and bye.